Joining me right now on Virgin Radio Pride, it's time to say a lovely hello to Ashleigh Loeb. You're the Workshops Facilitator, and you're coming to talk about this great new play at the Southwark Playhouse. Hello, Ashleigh.
Hi, Steve.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Really good, thank you. Now, we met each other, full disclosure, at the Virgin Radio Pride party.
Yeah.
And you gave me a leaflet, and
Yes.
you told me about this new play that's coming to the Southwark Playhouse, and it's called... Will you tell me, what is it called?
It's called Who is Claude Cahun?
Okay, now tell me all about it, because it's a queer play, isn't it?
Yes. So who is Claude Cahun? Claude Cahun was an artist, an activist, and they were assigned female at birth, but took on the name Claude Cahun, and they described their gender as masculine, feminine, but neuter is the only gender that really suits me. So in the rehearsal rooms, we've been using the pronouns they, them, but kind of any pronouns can be applied to them. And so, yes, they lived on Jersey with their partner, Marcel Moore, who was also assigned female at birth, who also, similar to Cahun, kind of took on this more neuter, kind of neutral gender. And yes, they lived on occupied Jersey. They were from France, and they essentially fought the Nazis with protest art.
Wow.
Which feels very relevant right now.
It does. And reminder, we are talking about the 1930s here, aren't
Yes,
we?
so actually it's 1940s, early 1940s.
Right.
So it's just before, the European
war.
liberation.
Yeah.
And it goes, the play goes right up to the liberation of Jersey, and slightly beyond, in fact. Claude and Marcel were artists in a range of mediums, but most iconically in photography. And Claude was a really hidden figure, mostly came to light because of David Bowie, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah, so David Bowie was quite inspired by Claude and put on a showing of their work. And actually, one of the things when we were doing the workshop, so we toured these workshops around the South and the Midlands. At the moment, we've got no more plans to do any more workshops, but again, if there's demand, we might put on more workshops. We're not sure yet. And one of the things that came out from people kind of experiencing the story was that there's a couple of pictures of Cahun where they really look like David Bowie, which is really weird. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of short blonde hair and kind of real kind of style and real kind of provocative.
So he managed to kind of bring the story, I suppose, to a whole generation.
Yeah.
Because people would have gone, well, who is this person?
Yeah, and even in their lifetime, Claude was not very well known. They were only exhibited once in their lifetime in a tiny bookshop in Paris. And so, yeah, this is a really unknown queer story. Claude was also half Jewish. So, yeah, obviously fighting the Nazis as a queer Jewish person, at times quite physically gender non-conforming, is kind of incredible and feels like very current.
It does, doesn't it?
It's insane because you look at this story.
It's like we've come full circle, isn't it, culturally, which is really scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little terrifying. But one of the things that we've been saying in productions is it's kind of fascinating and kind of uplifting that, first of all, these people existed and they fought Nazism. But also that kind of this thing happened and they did survive the war, essentially. The story ends with the fact that Claude was arrested for their art, along with their partner, Marcel Moore, and they were both imprisoned. Claude had a lot of health problems anyway, and unfortunately, after their imprisonment, they died from cancer. Wow. It's also a love story. That's the other thing. The theme through the play is this beautiful love story between two queer people, in spite of Nazism. We have two incredible trans performers as Claude Cahun and Marcel Moore. Lilith Lesser and Amelia Almond plays Marcel Moore. And so, yeah, we definitely... I know that the production crew wanted to make it as authentic as possible. And so it was really important to them to cast people who had a similar life experience to Claude Cahun and Marcel Moore. And I know that Amelia was saying that they absolutely see themselves quite a lot in Marcel Moore. And that's just so astonishing as well, because it's almost, you know, it's like 90 years ago, and we've still got, you know, people try to say that trans issues are kind of a present day thing, but clearly these were trans people or gender non-conforming people then. How they would describe themselves in that era is kind of not with present day language, but as I say, Claude had this quote which was masculine, feminine, but neuter is the only...
The terminology they would have had, I suppose.
Yeah, neuter, that's what they said. They said neuter is the only gender that always suits me.
So this is on, very cleverly, maybe strategically, put on during Pride Month.
Yes.
Which, so tell me, when does it start?
So 18th of June it starts.
Okay.
It runs until the 12th of July. Essentially, we were going to tour it, but the Southwark Playhouse loved it so much they wanted to put on the premiere of the play.
And that's a great venue as well, isn't it?
It's
I mean,
such a nice
if you
venue.
can get yourself down to London, then you're really going to be going to a really great little venue. It's very kind of intimate as well, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and we've got 3 other cast members in addition to the two main leads. And they kind of multi-role. And as I say, I was privileged enough to sit into the first week of rehearsals, and it's looking really great.
Well, please wish everybody our best. I would love to come and see this when it starts. Again, the first day is the 18th of June, is it? 18th
of June, it starts, and it runs to the 12th of July. So plenty of chance for you to get down there and see it. And listen to an incredible queer story.
That is very apt for our times as well, isn't it?
Very
it's
apt for our
incredible to hear about that. Okay, well, it's a new play. It's called Who is Claude Cahun? It's at the Southwark Playhouse. And Ashleigh Loeb, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Steve.
For coming in, and I hope the run's really successful.
Thank you.